What's going on, guys? It's your boy Raptor Spiritus, and I am back with another one. So we finally got our first Inside Star Citizen, or the first video of the year from CIG. So if you've seen it, great. You get to hear my take on it. And if you haven't, I'm glad you're here. Sit back and relax, and let's watch this video together. So let's go ahead and bring it up here and see what's going on.
Each year of Star Citizen brings with it a new beginning, including new content, new opportunities, and oftentimes a few new ways of doing things. It's an essential element of Star Citizen's DNA, where we don't just build the game out in front of everyone, we continue to review, refine, and redirect our efforts, as well as the very manner in which we make our games along the way.
Very
in
true.
2025, this saw the biggest change to our development strategy yet, where new content rose to the forefront while feature work was allowed the time necessary to cook behind the scenes, where dedicated strike teams were formed to deal with the biggest issues at hand, and the patch cadence changed from once every quarter to once every month. It was an
So I will say that patch cadence that was once every month, I liked it for the content, but I despised it because every time I only got 30 days to play in that patch, and every 30 days I was reorganizing all my stuff, like redoing my hangars. You know, I like actually setting up a hangar, having ground vehicles out, stuff like that. So it gave me 30 days, and obviously I don't play all 30 days. So it was like I didn't have really a lot of time to just kind of enjoy it. I'm always like, oh, another patch, let me spend the next 30 minutes after the patch drop reorganizing my hangar. So I wasn't a big fan of it, but I'm glad they're switching away from it.
exciting year. And now into 2026, we continue our yearly evolution as we head into the upcoming Alpha 4.6. Now, instead of a patch every month or every quarter, this year we'll introduce a new bi-monthly patch cadence.
Yes.
Which is one every 2 months for those of you who appreciate homonyms.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah. That means that you're going to see big releases like 4.6, 4.7, 4.8 and the like in January, March, and May, and so forth, and so forth, and so forth. And between those patches, we're going to try a new initiative that'll still deliver smaller chunks of in-game content to keep things interesting, like the recent pricing surge on commodities from last week. And in the future, new mission contracts, new loot, and even new spaceships, and all without the need for a big, mega, full patch release.
This right here is super cool because now we can do all those things without having to worry about having a new patch update and resetting everything. Now, I'm not exactly sure if that means that whatever place we pick to make our home, that's where we're going to be for a while. For me, I actually would like that. So my piece of advice is going into 4.6, definitely choose wisely where you want to make your home base, because that might be where you're going to be for a while. If they're not doing big patches to bring in content and stuff like they were before, you might be there a while. You're definitely going to be there at least for 60 days, which I'm super excited about. So just food for thought. Like I said, do you guys think that's where we're gonna be from now on whenever you pick your place to start as your home planet? Or do you think that it's still gonna, even the little small patches he's talking about, if they do have them, are going to cause you to re-choose where you're going? Let me know. So let's continue on.
It's an exciting experiment, and one that we're eager to undertake as we continue our journey to 1.0 with a year of patches aiming to deliver more feature improvements like inventory rework, crafting, which, if everything works out, should be in tech preview soon or by the time this airs.
Good luck.
Instancing, Genesis planets, and more, alongside the content that we showed at CitizenCon Direct.
I'm
like
looking forward to the Genesis planets.
Works. So, with all that said, let's go ahead now and take a look at some of what Alpha 4.6 has in store for us, and not just with its intended release next week, but throughout this February and into March.
Can't wait. Ooh.
Up first, the local inhabitants of Levski are falling sick with a mysterious ailment called the People's Ailment, seemingly caused by the new strain of mold growing in the faulty air filters of Geisen Incorporated. Symptoms include coughing, chest pain,
The coughing.
and fatigue.
All I gotta say, this is basically The Last of Us meets COVID. That's what that is.
This mold is super resistant and forcing the free and independent people of Levski to reach out to the UEE for help. Now, it's up to contractors like you to race against the clock and save as many folks from fungal fatalities as possible. And, of course, pick up some rewards along the way, like this cool new medical-themed armor set, med gun, ship paints, and more. And in feature work, the first iterations of cockpit light amplification are also rolling out for select spacecraft.
You guys have no idea how excited for this that I am. Forever flying to, and it's always funny how all the missions I ever seem to get when I do ground missions are always on the dark side of a planet. It's always like that. Even like when I'm doing bounty missions, it's always on the dark side of the planet. Like, I don't understand. Like, I mean, it's kind of cool in a way, but like, I'm so excited that they finally got us night vision for our ships. So excited. It was a long time coming, and even better, it's not just like, you know, they've really made, and this is what I love about Star Citizen and CIG. They've really made such an effort to really distinctify each manufacturer from each other. So in this particular mechanic they have for this night vision, all the manufacturers have different color night vision. That is so freaking cool. I'm digging it. See, that's the kind of stuff that I love seeing from CIG, when it's not like, oh, we're doing night vision and it's all the same, where it really blends into the manufacturer. That makes it personal to the manufacturer. I love that.
It's an exciting step forward in addressing one of the oldest struggles pilots have when flying or driving around the dark side of our planets and moons.
Struggle is real.
And like most new features in Star Citizen, this will continue to evolve, improve, and expand to additional vehicles.
See all the different colors. Look at that. That's so cool.
And look at all the different colors.
Yeah. Nice. Nice.
And speaking of the oldest struggles, the Aurora, classic ship from RSI, heart of our original crowdfunding campaign, and most owned vehicle in the verse, is finally getting its gold standard pass in Alpha 4.6.
It's about time.
Bringing it to feature and function parity with today's latest and greatest for those pilots who enjoy flying a true Star Citizen classic. And alongside this, we're finally delivering many of those outstanding campaign paints to go with it, like the Pirate Paint, the Operation Pitchfork Paint, the South by Southwest 2015 paint, the Electro Hull Paint.
I'm not an Aurora fan, but that paint is freaking fresh. You know, I'm glad they brought it up to gold standard. And like I said, and like they said before, this year I think we're getting an Aurora Mark II. So I know a lot of my org mates who are like original backers from way back in the day are like riding the Aurora gravy train like it's going out of style. They're excited for this. So they're going to be getting these paints and stuff, which I think is super cool. I like how they're giving back to those people who've been here since the beginning. So kudos.
And more. For 4.6, these will be delivered exclusively to those OG backers who earned them by supporting the original campaign, but may become available in limited supply later this year if there's enough interest. I suspect you can let us know on Spectrum, Reddit, and social. And in additional content stuffs, those cool holographic skull helmets we came up with so long ago are finally being delivered to
I like that one. That one's cool.
I'm excited because I've been wanting to recreate that, that Skeletor meme on social with it since we first unveiled it. There should be memes here, unless we couldn't think of any.
Did you know it's impossible to make a show everybody likes? Absolutely. But this skull thing, I mean, I remember seeing pictures of it from way back when, but I think it's such a cool helmet. I mean, the red one I don't feel too cool about, but this one's really nice. I do like that.
There's also offerings from everyone's favorite band who, look, it's the only band who you know.
Facts.
Technically. Who has these nifty new armor and weapon variants available as well. And the debut of the upcoming RSI Hermes, which you'll see fully and learn more about next week.
So next week we get a patch and we get the Hermes. So I'm pretty sure that means the Hermes is dropping next week. I already know one of my org mates is Wolf is already like his wallet is just open. He's take my money, CIG, just take it because that's where he is right now. He loves this thing and he's super excited about it. As I said before on my previous video, another cargo ship, it's cool. I like the diversity, I really do. I'm really interested to see what cargo it holds, but for me, really and truly, I wish they would have done the exterior a pretty, like, a little bit different. It looks the same on the outside from what I can see from this little, you know. However, we'll wait and see, but I don't think this is something I'll be getting myself into because I have a pretty good amount of ships that do cargo, so we'll hold on.
But as we said at the top of the show, 4.6 doesn't stop when it releases next week. That's because about 2 weeks after that, we'll see the unlocking of new faction-based introductory and advanced mining and salvage missions to better guide new players through the two popular professions, as well as provide additional opportunities to existing players.
Cool.
There's an annual Coremore event that encourages folks to spend their lives in the verse with someone special, and it arrives with a host of goodies to acquire.
That's a cool little outfit.
Red Festival returns with its super cool red and gold paints, as well as new decal or not variants for those who prefer a cleaner look to your spacecraft paints. Another limited time change, prefer a cleaner look to your spacecraft.
I'm having problems here. I was gonna say, I prefer the Space Kitty paint for the Pulse. Honestly, I am a fan of it. I think it's super cool. This one's okay, but I prefer the Space Kitty
craft paints. Another limited time change to vendors like the recent pricing surge, but this time discounting vehicles sold through in-game shops.
That's cool. All right, here it is. This is the ship. So again, the same org mate. My org mate, Wolf, has or Ocean, call either or. He has been writing us about when they're gonna come out with a medium salvage ship that's in between the Vulture and the Reclaimer. When they're gonna come out with, they really should come out with a ship between the Vulture and Reclaimer. They really should. Dog, there you go. That's gotta be it. That has to be it. That has to be it. And it's a mole. Except it's a salvage, which it was only logical that would happen. So there you go, Ocean. There you go, buddy. There you go. There's your ship. Stop complaining. There it is, bro.
And finally, another new ship with a familiar silhouette makes its debut weeks later in the 4.6 era.
Yeah.
So what's it called and what's it do? Well, I'm not going to tell you, because I'm not sure we're getting away with that whole, what's that spaceship moon thing?
No.
So come back in a few weeks.
We know what it is.
Ultimately,
if it's not salvage, I'd be surprised.
Is the start of a new season of Star Citizen content that will continue to expand the story and gameplay of Nyx, the features and capabilities of the universe itself, and the continuing development of the project as a whole.
All right, well, that's all I have right now. I just want to go over that with you guys. I'm excited for 4.6. I'm really excited about the new cadence that they're doing for the game, for doing it bi-monthly. So let me know what you guys think. I'm excited about it. Are you guys excited about it? What do you think about the RSI Hermes dropping next week? I'm pretty sure it'll drop next week. I mean, at worst, we'll get like the inside Star Citizen or whatever for the ship, and then they'll release it later, but I'm pretty sure it'll be next week. So are you guys interested in it? You guys want to get it? I'm not getting it. I'm not really feeling it. But I'm interested to see what it does, see how much cargo it holds. And then, of course, what do you think about the new mystery ship, which I'm almost positive it is a salvaging mole. So that's all I got today, guys. This is your boy Raptor Spirit. You guys stay safe out there, and I will see you in the verse.